Hey gang, this is Peter Palmiotti, and this is day 35 of me working on my comic at least 30 minutes a day so that it becomes habit, and hopefully in the long run I can make a living off of what is my passion. Just a few updates. Not too long ago, I finished up the Ark A Stitch chat number 2, and we had Jeff, and we had John, and we had Scott, and that fellow you may know, Kevin Cross, came to our show, mostly because he was lurking, and he wanted to set the record straight. It's great having him on and everybody involved. It was a long episode, almost 3 hours, and it is 3:30 now, I think, where I am. Something I'm trying to avoid doing, which is recording these. But as I was, doing the Artcasters show, I was just doodling as I do. I like this one. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. Yeah, when I wasn't trying to invite people to the episode, I was just sketching and talking and listening. Excuse me. This is going to be just a straight video, no drawing. One thing I want to mention about the Hangouts, the chats, as they were, I'm going to try over the next couple of days to look into how to avoid having to invite everybody one at a time kind of thing. It should be like the Hangout starts and everybody who clicked yes should automatically be invited. So it might have to do with it being private, but I'm pretty sure the Artcasters was public, so it's something I gotta hit or make sure I do before I set it up or something, because that's a real pain and it should be automatic. The other thing is, when somebody talks, the big image goes to them, but once I click on a person, then it stays on them. And with the Artcasters chat, and Kevin wanted to show us something at some point, and I clicked on him, and for the rest of the episode it's pretty much on him. I don't think anybody will mind, but I would like to be able to switch back to the auto control, which I'm not sure how to do at the moment, but I'll look into that as well. So that's my list of things to do, and then I'll set up chat number 3 for Artcasters and Studio Synergy 7. I'll probably do them on one day at different times. This way I could do it one day and focus the 6 other days I have to work on my comic and work on client work. I gotta get to. What else? Oh, well, my 30 minutes today was I was fooling around with Manga Studio, and I did a little more work on my promo piece for Bright Eyes, and what else? Just read over some of my story notes, although I didn't really do any writing. I pretty much was more than an hour's time that I spent on all that, and research is, when you're just a writer and you research, that's considered work. That's considered part of the work. So when I work on a program like Manga Studio, which I'm going to be using on my comics, it's important to my comic production. So I consider that part of my 30 minutes each day. So not a lot of progress on the comic. I wanted to get into a rhythm of drawing on it every day, regardless of writing, regardless of everything else I gotta do. I want to sit down and draw at least 30 minutes. But because my schedule and workload is all over the place, it was difficult to do that today. Went shopping today. I did go to see Guardians of the Galaxy, which definitely thumbs up. Loved it. Go see it. No spoilers. And yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep soon. I'm gonna try to do these before 6 p.m. because anything too late in the evening and definitely past midnight is not really good for me to do these. This one's pretty straightforward. I did have an idea for a subject, a topic, and of course I didn't write it down, and now I forget. And it's funny, Kevin mentions write your ideas down in the Ark A Stitch chat, and that's brilliant. I should do that. Let me check back to you in a second. Yeah, so 2 days ago I got into how to start a comic. Yesterday I got into persistence. It's definitely a key element. And I did think of taking stock of how effective what you're doing is. And for me, right now, one of my goals is to work on my comics, make pages, and put them up. And that I'm doing. It's slow going, but it's happening. Another thing is, beefing up my YouTube channel. I've had it longer than I've been doing videos on there, and spending a lot of time on YouTube and making videos and trying to improve using what I have, and it's paying off. It's slow going, but it's building. Just as well, uh, from the time I put my first page up on Comic Fury, my webcomics, to now has I base it off of subscribers and comments. Haven't been a ton, but there has been improvement. I've gotten 10,000, 20,000, I don't know, some crazy amount. If you add up all the numbers to all the strips I got up there, it could be a lot. I'm not going to guess the number, but I've gotten a lot of traffic. Let's just put it that way, and that's well and good. But I want more of an interactive crowd. I noticed that, like, at the moment on Facebook, when I just make a post that's strictly a comment rather than a link, because I feel like I'm just posting links to what I'm working on, which is, it's like I want people to know what I'm working on and stuff. But every once in a while, it's good to talk. I don't feel like I'm communicating with my audience as much as I was. But then, I'm also busy working, so a lot busier working. But when I do post a sort of comment, that I'm getting a lot more likes and some comments. Although it depends, Every once in a while, I'll be surprised, and people will come out of the woodwork. Oh my God, I can't believe, I'm hearing from this person or that person. I posted some art, and Richard Friend, whose work is so gorgeous, commented on something I did, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. But that's all well and good, and what is most important, and I made some progress to increasing sort of the business end of things. I have a lot more work, and the last couple of weeks have gone by, and I feel like I still have yet to get over the first hurdle of things I want to do and work on. But I just gotta, do it one step at a time. I don't want to go too long, but I want to increase the business side of things. And while, once again, I'm getting a lot of traffic, it's not adding up to sales. I think I mentioned this a couple of videos ago. Like, yeah, I'm getting commissions, but I really want to push my Patreon, and trying to do, like, these are 2 new pieces. This is my sort of failed attempt at doing Sinatra. It looks like Peter Weller, which is kind of funny to me, but also it's like, well, I'm not being highly effective. This one I really like, and I spent a little more time on that. That's Richard Dreyfuss from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I have to put them up in my store, see if I get some sales. Reason why I stopped doing eBay is because I really have to be on top of my finances And because you don't, at the moment I'm kind of in that void where if you sell something, you don't get paid for 21 days, and I can afford at the moment to wait that long. But if I sell something in the store, I get it right away, put X amount to shipping, and then the rest goes into taking care of what I need to. Which every day I don't have a day job, I'm falling farther and farther behind. So, if I look at the last 6 months, the last year, I would say my commitment to being better at business is better. It's not 100%, it's not even 70%. I think I could be a lot more effective. That's making sure I'm doing new art weekly. That's making sure that my store is up to date. It's also like that I'm effectively using all my sites to promote and show people where they can buy my art and so forth. It's because I don't have a website and so on and so forth. There's 100 things I could do better. So, taking stock of that and improving on it. It's like, what do I gotta do? Step 1, 2, 3, and so on. And this is, with every artist, like, I may be a studio, but it's just me, and I'm the one accountable for all this. So it's just like I'm putting 30 minutes or more in a day into working on my comic, I gotta put X amount into working on my business. If you look at Jeff Lafferty, I'm sure he's putting at least an hour in, and he's got his system hooked up to where it's precise. It's like, he posted in his blog, he posts up new art on his eBay, but it's then put onto his Facebook, and if you're linked to his blog, you get an email. If you're linked to his Patreon, you get a message from there, because he's posting it there and there and there. And it's all like sort of interconnected and well-oiled machine. Like I said, I'm lucky if I get 60% effectiveness at the moment. I need to improve on it. But, each day is a little better. And just because, even if you're doing it at 100%, even if you're doing it at 110%, doesn't mean you're going to have buyers. That comes in to like the precision of what you're doing and how effective that is. Are you reaching the right audience? I know a lot of people I'm connected to on Facebook, on G+, on DeviantArt, and even Twitter are people like me trying to make a living off of this. And is that the right audience? Should I be posting on Oprah.com? Probably not. I don't think people that go over there are interested in buying my art. But and it's also, well, if my plan is to be mostly at home, trying to sort of set up my machine, and make it as well oiled as possible. This way, next year when I do venture out, do cons or try different things outside my household and internet, one-on-one in person is highly important. Um, that I could point them to my website, or I can point them to my blog, or I can point them to my Facebook fan page, and that will easily point them to everything else. All right, we're going around 20 minutes. It's been a hell of a long day. I gotta get definitely 8 hours of sleep and start again tomorrow. So I'm gonna start the day late. Um, I don't always get 8 hours, but I definitely need to catch up on some sleep. So I hope you're enjoying these. I hope you get a little tidbits here and there from it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments section below. Follow links I post in the description box. You know, comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. It'd be very cool if you did. And I'll see you again tomorrow. This is I'm effectively 1/3 of the way there, and making progress on my comics. So that's a good thing. All right, take care. Enjoy.